ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Ordinary Blacks Podcast. My name is Earl Buck, and guess who I finally found?
Me!
Oh, my goodness, man. It's been, what, a week, 2 weeks?
2 weeks,
What has it been? 2 weeks?
Maybe, yeah.
2 weeks, man, and you just now coming back. Where the hell you been?
Honestly, I don't even know.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll tell you where you was last week. You was at the damn card
This
convention.
is what it was. I was deported.
Wow. You
By
was
ICE.
deported?
Yeah, and then I had to fight my way back.
Oh, wow.
Legally back over the border.
So did you...
Quite fun.
The border? But you from Africa. I thought it was like the
Yeah,
ocean.
but I couldn't go through the plane, so I had to come through Mexico.
No, okay, okay. Yeah, man, I was missing you, man. I said, shoot, got beat up by my son. Let me see, I got beat up by my son.
Your son beat you up?
Yeah. That was like 2 episodes ago. And then Jarrell last week, he was actually pretty good, though, man. Jarrell, he came in.
Replacement.
You know what? Yeah, I'm starting to recruit, man. I try to get my son. He bombed. Then next week I was like, well, let me get a comic on here. Let's see what happens. That was a good episode, though, man. Shout out to Jarrell, though, man. That was
I watched it. It was funny.
Yeah,
I laughed.
Yeah, I'm glad you did, because I was like, know what? I should have told him. I was like, no, man, this is like your audition.
It's going to change.
Yeah. Jarrell ain't even got dreads no more, so I literally just got to
change the skin color?
Yeah, change the skin color. That's it. It makes it easy for myself. No, man, how's the past 2 weeks been for you, though, buddy?
It's good, dude. I've been doing very nerdy things.
Like what?
Like you said, I went to that whole card tournament.
Oh, yeah, how'd that turn out for you, though?
It was good, dude. I won a $600 card.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. A 600. So if you pawned
sold
that
it straight away.
You sold it?
Mm.
And you got $600. Wow.
Yeah.
You came up. Let me get $1.
Right.
I mean, least you can do is you didn't bring me no beer. You didn't bring me nothing. You didn't bring me
nothing.
no gifts,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, it was fun. I like doing that nerdy stuff.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, the episode today is going to be all about Tony. Since you want to miss 2 weeks, buddy.
Oh, it's just gonna be me.
Today is going to be the history of Tony, okay? Because I think we done did Who's Earl Buck, right? We done did that before.
I don't know.
Have we? We've never did that episode. I think we talked about myself. So we're gonna do the history of Tony today, man.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. We're gonna get in, and I'm gonna interview you about your life.
Okay.
Yeah. See how I did those switcheroo, because you was like, oh, what we gonna talk about? I already had it up my sleeve. Just follow me. So,
Follow
Tony,
my lead. That's a famous saying. Follow my lead.
Follow my lead. I'm a lead that. See, I lead the horses to water, and I make them drink it.
Okay.
Is that how that
Nope.
go? Okay.
Yeah. That you can take a camel to the water, but you can't force it to drink.
See, in America, we do horses. I know what. Yeah, see, over there in the sands and stuff,
Yeah.
But okay,
it's
so
biblical, bro.
the history. You said it's what?
I think it's biblical.
What, the camp?
Yeah.
I don't. What
We
verse?
don't have camels in South Africa.
What verse is that then?
I don't know. It's about Moses and stuff.
Oh, I mean, yeah, Moses was a great man, but
Yeah.
I don't remember no camel.
It's something to do. Never mind.
Yeah,
I could be wrong.
I don't
I
know.
probably am.
I'm not going to say you're wrong. I just want to research it first.
Yeah.
But yeah, today is going to be the history of Tony, though, man, right? Because Tony's a great guy. Tony is also a white guy. Tony is also he shows traits of black people. Missing.
Oh yeah.
Missing.
Missing. Coming late.
Coming late. Missing.
Mm-hmm.
You done missed what? 3 episodes?
2.
No.
Oh, in total?
Yeah, in total.
Oh, like maybe 4.
Oh wow! And guess who hasn't? The guy that they make
I'm
fun of.
super impressed with your podcast stamina.
The guy that they make fun of. I mean, there's been times where I've been sick,
Yep.
almost died.
I wouldn't go that far.
Wife is on my ass.
That one, yeah.
And I still make it. What's your excuse?
Well, we are filming in your man cave.
That's neither here or there.
So it would be weird if you didn't.
Well,
It would be weird if it would be weird if you didn't make it, and I
Guess
came
what?
over to your place and just sat here, and I was like,
I
"Where is
even-
Earl Buck?
What about
he's in
the-
this room just over there?"
What about the Christmas stuff?
Oh
I
yeah,
filled
that
it
wasn't
up.
mine. Yeah.
And it was cats there and everything. It was like a whole damn zoo in there. That's
I
why
I need to bring the safari.
That's where I got the hippo from. I'm sorry, that was a little bashing.
It's cool, dude.
I needed to do that.
I'm South African. I got to bring the safari with me wherever I go.
So, but yeah, I wanna dig into your backstory a little bit. You mind if we do that?
Yeah, dude. I'm an open book.
Okay, you're an open book. So anything I ask you, you're gonna answer.
Yeah.
Anything. Okay. Where was you like? What year was you born, buddy?
1991.
1991.
Yeah.
Wow, you old.
Well, I mean, I still feel like I'm pretty young.
You're old as shit. No, but okay. So where was you born at though? Was you actually
Cape Town, South Africa.
So how was it? How was it growing up, man?
So I was born at like the tail end of apartheid.
Mhm.
So apartheid was still like ending.
What is that?
So apartheid was South Africa's famous like segregation. Infamous. Famous? It's not good. But it's when like South Africa was strict on the segregation, you know, like let's say there was a butchery, there's a white entrance and a black entrance. And they get different quality of meat, that type of stuff. You know?
So I guess you was using the white entrance.
Yeah. So, I was at the end of it, so it was all kind of like dismantling at the time when because Mandela had been released from prison and he became president in like 94. Correct if I'm wrong. Yeah. 94, and that's when like the big shift of the ANC and everything happened in South Africa. So a lot of stuff changed.
Wow. So like growing up over there, man, how was the society? Like, I know you said it was like segregated, but since you was on the tail end of it, say about like 4 or 5 years old, was you still there?
Yeah.
Okay, so how was it, as a kid?
I remember like there's a lot of crime, in South Africa, and once the fall of apartheid happened, like crime kind of like escalated in South Africa, and I was like a victim of like that sort of crime and stuff when I was 7.
Oh wow!
I remember I was playing on a playground, and like a van stopped, and a bunch of guys came out and beat the shit out of me.
And you didn't do nothing to.
I was just a 7-year-old on a playground.
Oh,
I was just a white kid at a playground without my parents there.
Oh, wow.
They came out, they beat the shit out of me, they hopped back in their car, and they drove off. And then one of my friends who came to the park with their parents, and their parents saw me like lying in blood and stuff like that, and took me to my parents and stuff.
Man, so that's like very traumatizing, man.
Yeah, it's kind of like reverse here in America, right?
Well, what you mean by reverse?
So, like in America, back in those days, white people would just like beat the shit out of a black person for no reason.
Oh, yeah.
So it's the opposite. I experienced the opposite.
Dang, that's crazy. So, like, how did that affect you? If you don't mind me asking, how did that affect you after that? Like, because you were 7 years old. Like, how did that, like, affect you emotionally?
Well, I got some cool... If I shaved my head bald, I got some cool scars on my head from it.
Yeah, that's not cool, buddy.
Yeah.
He said he's a war veteran. Yeah.
No, it didn't affect me. I mean, I believe they had their own reasoning for why they wanted to do something. I don't hold it against them. I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Man, that's a great outlook because not that happened, but like your the way of dealing with that is actually pretty interesting because like you didn't generate no type of hate in your heart.
No, I don't have hate for anybody.
So
I have hate for everyone. I fucking hate everyone, but I don't have hate for a particular race over another.
That means you hate me then. Everyone. Wow. Hey, Jarrell, the spot's still open, buddy. But no, how did your parents like deal with that, or did they talk to you?
So, my mom was a real nice lady. You met my mom.
Oh yeah, your mom is real nice. She even gave me a free cookbook.
Yep. My dad opposite. Mm-hmm. My dad is like super, like, man, I would like equivalent to like neo-Nazis type of person.
He's not a Nazi, but
neo-Nazi.
Yeah, what's a neo-Nazi?
Like New Age Nazis.
He's a Nazi?
So like
oh boy,
he's a leader of a biker gang.
Uh-huh.
And he wears like Nazi pins. He's messed up, man. But my parents
gave me chills there.
My parents got divorced when I was 9.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did they get divorced when she found out he was a Nazi?
No, my dad used to beat my mom and stuff.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
I just got okay.
Yeah, he used to beat my mom, me, my sisters, all of that stuff. So my mom was like, I need to get us out.
Yeah. Before
it's too late. But he was a very, very twisted person. So he probably felt some sort of like evil vengeance. My mom obviously was just looking after me. My dad refused to take me to the hospital, because he said he could fix it himself. So he cleaned up my wounds and everything.
Wow. So dealing with all this, man, like, do you ever, like, I know you said you don't hold anything against anybody, but, like, so after all these traumatic events happen, right? Coming into your teenage years, like, what type of kid was you, man? Like, okay, so that happened at 7. Your parents got divorced at 9. So going into, like, 12, 13, that's a transition for kids.
From there, we fled from my dad, so we moved to the Salvation Army in another city. So I lived in, like, the Salvation Army for, like, half a year.
You said you fled from your dad?
Yeah,
sorry. Only thing popped in my mind was like, man, this is like slavery. He's trying to get away.
Well, he said he was going to end all of us. So Mom fled from the Salvation Army, and then from there, she finally got a job. We moved to Angola, which is another country in Africa, and we lived there during the Civil War.
Ooh, how was that? Take me through that.
Yeah, so I saw people get killed on the street.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's just an everyday thing. And so I was like 8 at that time. And then from there, my mom got a job in New Zealand, and I moved to New Zealand for 5 years.
So how was your New Zealand? So take me through the 5 years of New Zealand.
So New Zealand was good. I got involved with like the wrong sort of kids over there, so I was pretty naughty. Like not like beating up people naughty, but like taking like hockey sticks to a cemetery and like breaking all the tombstones naughty. Like a weird type of
we're not going to speed past that, buddy. What the hell dead people do to you?
I don't know, dude. You're like a little kid and you just want to like, fuck shit up.
No, I've never wanted to go to a grave site and want to mess anything up.
Yeah, I'm probably cursed. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, probably. I'm get you out my damn house. That's what I'm gonna do. No, but okay, so.
Yeah, so I did 5 years there.
You acting like that? That's like almost a prison stint right there. What you just said. How you said that? That's like a pretty. Yeah, I did 5 years in New Zealand.
Yeah, well, 5 years in New Zealand. My mom got involved with the wrong people.
Oh, so y'all just was some naughty people.
Well, no, she got involved with the wrong. She was working for someone, and then she uncovered like all this illegal stuff that they were doing, and then they were like, "Oh, we're gonna like, get rid of you." And so she moved to Korea, and I had to live with my sister for a while in New Zealand.
Oh shit!
And then I moved to Korea.
Wow.
Eventually, and then from Korea, my mom lost her job there because of me. And then we moved to Thailand. I wasn't in school at the time, but I was teaching English full time. So I was an English teacher at the age of 14.
At the age of 4, okay. Yeah, it was a lot of jumbo mumbo there. Okay, so your mom, she got involved with the wrong people.
The wrong people.
Gangsters.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
okay,
like the New Zealand mob.
Okay. I'm not even going to get into that. Okay, so gangsters, right?
The mongrels. Anyways, yeah.
They call them who?
The mongrels. Yeah, it's weird.
Sound like some zoo stuff.
And then we moved to Korea.
Okay.
South Korea.
So how was your stint in South Korea like?
It was good. I was only there for like 3 months.
No, okay, so it was very short.
Yeah. And then my mom lost her job because I was I was like 14, and internet was a thing there. I used the school computers to look up some fine young titties.
Oh, so you was looking up porn?
Yeah.
And how did your mom lose her job off of that?
Because it was on the school computers, and they tracked down that the school was like, hey, like someone's watching porn, and they found out it was me, and then the person just like was like, nah, we can't do it. So she fired my mom.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
And then from there we moved to Thailand. Like I said, I was an English teacher. I didn't go to school. I made more money than my mom at the time.
Oh snap.
And then from Thailand we went to China. I finished all my high school in China.
Can I pause you for a hot second?
Yeah.
Okay, so I got a question. And I'm pretty sure they got a question too. Like, of course you got a passport, but traveling to different countries, didn't that cost some money though? Because I mean, you're not bouncing from state to state. You're bouncing from country to country.
Yeah. So when my mom got a job in Korea, they paid for her flight ticket.
Oh.
And her visa, and then they paid for mine too. Then when my mom went to Thailand, that's a cheaper flight ticket.
Okay.
Right? Thailand, Korea was more expensive. And then when we moved to China after that, they paid for the flight tickets.
Oh, so y'all was just out here getting free stuff.
Pretty much free flights, yeah.
Oh,
so I finished my high school in China.
So high school in China.
Pretty normal.
Right. Was you still a bad kid, or did you clean up your act?
I cleaned up my act. I was like one of those kids that like super into music and just like zone out in my music and stuff like that. In China, I only got into one fight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Was it with a China man?
Nah, it was with a blonde guy. And I knocked him out one punch.
A blind guy?
Blonde.
Oh, I thought you was out here beating up blind people. I was like, wait a minute. Boy, if you would have said you beat up a blind man, yeah.
Yep, just a blind guy just over there.
Wow.
You got a special disability? I'm gonna punch the fucking shit out of you. Fight back. I can't see you.
So with being okay, we're gonna pause right there with your high school, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how could you sum up, looking back now as an adult, how would you sum up your your teenage and kids years? Like how do you think that shaped you going into your 20s? And then we're gonna get into your 20s.
Pretty much anything below the age of 10, I don't remember much.
Mm-hmm.
They're like little bits that I remember. Everything else is blacked out. Then China in high school was awesome. I had a good group of friends. We used to go out to the bars every weekend, drink from like 14 up, 15.
So you was drinking at that young of an age?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because they don't card you. And like we want to hang out on the weekend, that's what we do. We would go and drink. But it's so funny. Like I have photos of it still. And like you just see, like you look at it now and you're like, fuck, we look so young. We're just a bunch of young kids at a bar drinking and smoking cigarettes. Like
them be like the best times though, man. Them is like good memories. Wow.
Yeah, and then it was a cool experience. I got to learn Mandarin, like speaking Chinese and stuff, and then I was there for 4 years. Then went back to South Africa for university.
Okay, so now. Going back to South Africa, you're going back home. This you going home stint now, right? Okay, so going back home, you're 18, 19?
17.
17, okay, yeah. 17. How was it going back? Now, considering you got into an altercation at 7, I was about to say something else.
Yeah, I know, like I said, I never...
that was about to get real bad. I
never hold anything to anyone, so it didn't bother me at all. I went back. We always went back for a holiday, like Christmas and stuff. We would go back.
Oh, okay. So you would go back. Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah. So now, 17 years old, you're back in South Africa. Segregation, that's over, right?
Yeah, that's all gone.
So how was it? Like, was it?
So I studied game ranging, so safari.
Oh, okay.
So like just looking after animals and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of what I wanted to lean into. Yeah.
Okay, so. Now, when
that
you was
hospitality management, so owning a lodge or a hotel.
Okay, so how many years did you stay in South Africa? You're going back home still.
I've been living here, 5 years now? So
what? South Africa?
No, I've been living in America for 5 years. So from 17 to 5 years ago.
Wow, so you spent that long ago. Yeah. Wow. Oh, okay. I thought you were still jumping around.
Mm-mm. Well, I mean, I worked on cruise ships, right? So I would go on cruise ships and do contracts there, but always go back to South Africa afterwards.
Okay, so what? Okay, so now we got a big long period of time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So just lead us to like, how did you get on cruise ships? Because I thought that was always interesting about you.
Yeah. So
because we went to college for gaming and then hotels.
Yeah.
But how the hell did you get on a cruise ship?
So my elder sister, she worked on cruise ships.
Okay.
And she was like, "Oh, this is awesome! You get to see the world. You get to like meet interesting people, and you get paid a good amount of money."
Yeah.
So I was like, "Oh, cool! That's definitely something I want to do."
Mm-hmm.
So I applied and got the job on the cruise ship, and then I worked in the art department on the cruise ship, and within 9 months I was promoted to the top position you can get, which was pretty cool.
Wow.
And I got to travel the world. I made money tax free.
Dang, that's pretty good.
And I did that for 7 years.
7 years, man. And like what was the most interesting things? Like, what was some of the most interesting things you've seen on those cruise ships? Like, whether that's on the cruise ships or just going to different places.
So I love traveling. Mm-hmm. You know, that if that's one.
Oh well, you clearly I'm clearly that. Yeah.
If there was one thing I could like describe, like you know, like the term like jet setter, like you want to just see the world and stuff. Like that's kind of how I would describe myself. If someone always wants to do that. You know, like 2 years ago, I took my wife and my son to Turkey. Mm-hmm. And we were there for 2 weeks, and I rented a car, and we just drove through the whole country.
Oh wow!
You know, like that's the type of stuff that I enjoy doing.
Yeah. Wow.
And then so we did that. On the cruise ships, I mean, it's funny. You see people getting fights on the ships.
Oh wow!
I've seen 2 people die on a cruise ship.
Oh, you've seen a lot of death in your time.
I really have, eh?
Yeah, and you're not messed up. Mm-mm. Well, I think you.
I mean, I'm not afraid of death either. If it comes, it comes. I don't like it.
Wow. So, like, them times you seen, like, how did they die? Was it just natural causes or somebody got killed?
The first time, someone was doing an art auction.
Yeah.
And at the end of the auction, everyone left, and there was a guy there, and I was like, "Hey, so you can wake up." Someone wake up, but he had died.
Did he not buy a piece of art?
No, he was just. I thought he was asleep in the auction, but he was just dead. Oh. That means that people sitting next to him was sitting next to a dead person. That's, for me, wild.
So, when somebody die on a cruise ship, how the hell does that go down?
Every cruise ship has a morgue on it.
No.
And it can hold about, like, two bodies or so.
Oh,
2
snap.
3 bodies, depending on the size of the ship. And then if there's more people that die, then they clear out, like, a freezer in the kitchen. They put them in the freezer, the walk-in freezer.
Are you serious? Mm-hmm. Oh. I bet that's pretty scary.
that's pretty messed up.
Wow.
But yeah, there's a morgue and a jail on every.
Oh, it's a jail in there? So how does that go down?
Well, if you're a drunk person, you want to just get in fights all the time, they will put you in the jail until they get to the next port.
Oh, snap. And then they put you they put you in jail in the port?
Well, they'll just kick you off the boat. I mean, it depends how bad. I mean, if you stab someone...
Yeah, I mean, you're going to jail. You're going to jail. That's prison time. Yeah, but if you just, get into, some fights or what...
But if you just get in fights and you're just drunk, they'll be like, all right, we're just going to isolate you in this jail until we get to the port and then kick you off. You have to figure out your own way home.
Oh, wow. Dang, that's crazy. So how many fights have you seen, on that? How many people have they done that to in those 7 years that you've seen?
I've only seen 2 people get put in jail. But I've only seen 2 fights. I've seen lots of people yelling at each other. People get drunk on those ships, dude.
Yeah, man. I'm scared to go on a cruise ship. I'm pretty.
Hey, we should do it.
Well, my wife, she's been wanting to do it, so.
Yeah, that's fun.
Now with okay, so now you got your stint on the cruise ships or whatnot. From the cruise ships, did you directly meet your wife?
I met my wife in Alaska.
Okay.
So I worked on a ship and she worked on a ship. Same company.
Oh, so she worked on it. So y'all had that cruise ship love.
Yeah. Wow. And then our ships would always meet at the same port. Mm-hmm. And we would go to there's bars where the crews would go to.
Yeah.
And I met her at the bar there, and then I liked her, and then every single time I stalked her, found out where she was, and then tried to hang out.
Wow.
And now she's married with a kid of mine, and she's stuck. So she's welcome.
Looking back on your life, because you done had an interesting life, right? Interesting story. How do you think that done shaped you, though? Your current mindset now, you look back at your life, and then I got one more follow-up question.
That's a tough question, man. How do you think it shaped me?
Yeah.
How do you think it shaped me?
I don't know what to think right now, honestly. I don't know what the hell to think.
I mean, I've seen a lot of stuff, so, nothing really surprises me.
Yeah.
I'm not really, offended. Here in America, for example, all this political stuff that's going on now, everyone's like, oh my God, look what's happening. For me, it's I've seen worse.
Yeah, I mean, you literally have seen worse. So, I don't know. Did it make you, do you think it made you a better person? Do you think it helped you? Do you think it kind of affected your mindset?
I think it helped me lower expectations for everything.
Okay.
So it's harder to get me super upset because I already have the bar set so low.
Right.
Where it's messed me up is it's hard sometimes for me to see the good in something. I will always see the negative. I'll point out the flaws in something. I think that's kind of sucky. It's like a weird therapy session.
Well, no, man. It's because, like, as a podcast, man, we open up, man.
Yeah. Well, like, okay, so let's turn it to comedy, right? So if I do comedy, and I do a joke and it doesn't hit, it's not like, oh, well, look at all the other jokes that hit. I'm just like, why didn't this hit? Like, what did I do wrong? What is wrong with this?
Oh,
I mean, I just focus on that. Doesn't matter about the other stuff. I don't care about the other
So
stuff.
you only think about the negative. So
the negative thing.
Well, I guess that's not like...
It's not terrible, but when you take it into, like, relationships and...
Well...
Do you know what I mean? Like, you always see the negative. It pisses my wife off all the time. Well, I had a fight with her just yesterday about it.
Oh, you serious?
Yeah. Because I said something and I was like, and she said something, I was like, I can't win. I can never win. She goes, it's not a competition. And then we went into a whole tiff about that.
A whole beef.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, but you know what? I'm not really the same way, but I do. Like, I guess I don't look at the good. Like, I don't expect anybody to be, like, really good, I guess. Yeah. So that's just me with, like, people, though, because I always feel like humans would disappoint you.
Yeah.
So I don't look at humans for, like, happiness or anything. And now, as far as, like, looking at the negatives, I don't really think that's necessarily a bad thing, though.
It can be.
Well,
like, it depends in context, right? If there's certain things that you look at the negatives in, that's fine. That's cool. Like, if you look at your professional career and you're pointing out the negatives because you want to improve it, that's cool. But if you're looking at everything, like your wife comes and she's like, "Why did you not put this in the dishwasher?" And then you just fucking spiral into something.
Oh, I don't do that. I done built up a level of like, I don't give a damn. Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah. But no, I have everything. I wear my, what is it? You wear your heart on your sleeve.
Yeah, that's what the American term is. Yeah. But no, like, for me, when I say I look at the negatives, like, because I feel like everything's got positives, everything got negatives. Mm-hmm. And when I make my decisions in life, I do look at the negatives first. Because I feel like, if those negatives will, like, mess me up, then okay. Yeah. Now, sometimes, if the negatives is, like, on a tier 1, tier 1. Then it's like, oh, okay, well, now let me look at the positives and let's see if I can go with this. Yeah. But if them negatives is like tier 2 and 3, I don't know, man. Might back up. Yeah,
I like how you tier it.
Yeah, because like...
how severe is this? How severe is this consequence?
Okay, like, prime example, right? Milk. Mm-hmm. Like, okay, I'm drinking a milkshake for me, okay? I'm going to get a little personal here. Milk make me a little gassy. Yeah, you like ice cream make me a little gassy, mm-hmm. But that's a negative, right? Yeah. But the positive is I really love milkshakes. So,
but the negative is you drink too much of it, you get diarrhea.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So I'll just look at it, and that's like a tier 1 for me because 9 times out of 10 I'm gonna be at home anyways. I'm not gonna be out and about.
Just sitting around.
Yeah. It gets gassy in here some days. But hey.
No, you good, dude.
That's funny. I do.
Sitting in your own cloud of fucking spoiled milk.
Sometimes, sometimes I smell. I'll be like, okay. I might need to eat a little bit more vegetables today. I don't know.
I don't think that helps.
Yeah, I don't know. Then sometimes
you just eat Brussels sprouts. You're just adding to it.
Sometimes I'll be like, oh, okay. Now look at that one. That one's not too bad. I can stand that one.
You're a clown.
And then sometimes I'm off track here, but sometimes I do it and then I look at my wife. I'll be like, okay, let me see what she rates this one.
My wife hates it. If I ever do that around her, she's like, open the window, light a candle. What are you?
You're not that comfortable yet, man?
No, I do it, but she doesn't like it.
Oh, man.
She wants me to excuse myself, go to a different room.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's not good, man. No, man. She's got.
And then even if I go to another room, I still have to say excuse me.
Bullshit. No, I'm not.
I'll be in the kitchen and she's like, "What?" And then she'll be like, "What do you say?"
Oh no. I'm not saying no. Excuse me, man. You married me. Okay, you married me. You gotta get this. You got to get
I'll
this.
try this. She'll be like, you're getting deported immediately.
Well, be like, hey, I like Africa anyways. You're dealing with terrorists right now, buddy. I'm gonna go back to China. But no, so let me get back on track though. You're a nasty man.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's me. Yeah, I'm the milkshake fiend.
But milkshake poopy pants. That's it. But no, like, so drinking a milkshake, the negatives is that for me, but then the positives is like I really like milkshakes.
What type of milkshake?
Oh man, I'm a strawberry type of guy.
Same.
Yeah,
that's
really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I love it. My wife thinks I'm insane for liking strawberry ice cream or strawberry milkshake.
No. I like Now I like strawberry milkshakes. Have you ever had Arby's Jamocha milkshake?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's really good. So I can drink like a Jamocha milkshake. I'm weird when it comes to chocolate though.
She likes like those weird. You know UDF, that ice cream thing? They have like that black raspberry or whatever it's called.
Black. She's got a unique pack. She probably eat mint, don't she?
She loves mint.
Yep.
Oh my God!
I called it out, right? Yep. See,
go,
I'm a good judgment of character. I'm a good judge.
Like raspberry. Oh yeah, she's a mint person. Yeah, I like how those two things.
Yeah, she's definitely a mint person. I'm telling you, no lies here.
Cherry Garcia.
But Cherry Garcia, she likes that too.
She loves that. Yeah.
You know what, man? You got you.
I like vanilla strawberry.
Yeah. You got you a good.
Dulce de leche is pretty good.
You got you a good, unique white woman.
That's it. Yeah.
Dang. Speaking of that, I might go to Cold Stone today. They have this banana. You eat banana pudding?
Yeah. Oh, they got the banana pudding ice cream.
Yeah, I gotta check and see if they still got that. I'm gonna go get some today.
There's a place in Middletown called Grandpa Joe's that has banana pudding ice cream. It's the best.
Yeah. Dang. Know what? Yeah, we gotta wrap this up. I gotta go.
All right.
No. But last question though. In all seriousness, right? I want to appreciate you for opening up your history, man. Right? So, we normally joke around a lot on here, like a whole lot.
We don't shit, a lot of shit.
Yeah. And we got like a little bit of tidbits here and there where we get serious. But for somebody watching us, right? What is like a looking back on your life, if somebody's dealing with some trauma, man, how do you, what's some advice? Because a lot of people say, oh, go to counseling, but if nobody want to go, because me personally, I don't want to go.
Yeah, there are a lot of people who don't like therapy and they deal with trauma and stuff like that.
So how would you
find an out? Like find something that can like preoccupy your mind and makes you happy. Mm-hmm. You focus on that, right?
Yeah.
Like for me, it's the comedy. It's my card playing thing, like that type of stuff is my out. So it's my own release.
So just find something that you
find something like to distract you. Yeah, and then you can dedicate your time into it and make it a passion, and then evolve from there.
So now I'm gonna play what they call it,
devil's advocate.
Yeah. So now, if a person
has no legs,
if a person has say a person hears that and be like, oh, well, I got outlets. It's still bothering me. Then what do you say?
Find someone to talk to? Like,
not say go find a therapist then. I'm just playing.
Not a therapist, but like everyone has friends or someone. Like some people, they don't have friends in real life, but maybe they play online games.
Yeah.
Like those people could also be like that outlet for you to just vent to.
Not my friends. Yeah.
What are you talking about? I'm right here.
Well, no.
I would ridicule you 60% of the time.
Yeah.
I would listen to you and help you 40% of the time.
Yeah, my friends they don't help me out at all. I go to them with some sad stuff and they be like, oh, so you depressed today? Oh, okay.
Bitch.
Yeah. That's how it be. But no, that's some good advice though, man. So Earl Buck, Ordinary Blacks.
Tony Kenyon.
If you're out there dealing with any type of, I don't know, like depression or anything like trauma in your life or whatnot,
send us a private message and we'll be your therapists.
Send him a message when Ordinary Blacks podcast at gmail.com. Ain't that our stuff?
Another thing that I always think about and how I was raised and what my mom always told me is no matter how much shit you're going through, someone else is going through a lot worse. Right? And that's the one thing that I always tell myself as well.
Yeah, because know what? I mean, and that's kind of, it's funny you say that, and I want to wrap it up, but I live like that, man.
Yeah.
Because like when I look at my life, right, I sometimes like I'm gonna say this, like I don't enjoy going down the in bad neighborhoods or whatnot, but I appreciate it. And the reason why I appreciate it is because sometimes I see like the homeless people, right?
Yeah.
Now, I don't appreciate them being homeless, but I appreciate the things that's in my life, though. You know, what the hell are you doing?
Nothing.
What the hell was that? What you just look in the camera for? I'm being serious right now. All right? No, I appreciate you're an asshole. That's why you got your ass beat at 7 years old, okay? Now you want to bring the asshole out in me. Yeah. I'm sitting up here trying to be serious, yeah. Yeah, that's why you got lumps on your head. Yeah.
Oh, lumps, scars.
Yeah, I don't give a damn, okay?
All right,
okay?
continue.
That's why you look like you got tumors on your head, but it ain't even tumors. It's just lumps. Yeah. You want to go there? Let's do it. Let's do it.
You need to mow your lawn.
Hey, F you, buddy. Okay? Don't worry about what the hell I got going on. But no, like, I look at them and I appreciate the things in my life because sometimes I look at my life and I be like, oh man, things could get better. But then when I look at them, I be like, well,
it's not that.
Yeah, they got it worse. And I do say a prayer for them, but it's just like, man, like you said, somebody always got it worse than I do. So when I see that type of stuff, or when I see them, or even when I see think about people that's in prison, or people that's like about to go to prison going through stuff, I'll be like, man, I really don't have it that bad,
Yeah.
And that what keeps me happy and keeps me going off on people like you.
Well, that doesn't prevent you.
You said what?
You commented douchebag on my comment, on my video photo.
Oh man, yeah, I was waiting for you to address that, yeah. That was you're an idiot. I seen that. I said this is a picture, but it's a damn video. I said he's an idiot.
Yeah, no one can steal it.
Yeah. I said
unstealable.
I said you're an idiot for that one.
Dude, I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, let me just add a photo on my Instagram, and it automatically posts it to the Facebook and stuff. I didn't know it was a video, dude.
Oh man,
I thought it was a photo.
Did anybody comment?
No, just you.
Oh,
yeah, just you. Everyone else is like, hey, cool photo, dude. You're just like, you're an idiot. This is a video. Oh, just a photo. Calling out my age on a public platform. All my fans out there.
Did your wife see my comment?
No, she doesn't.
Okay, great.
Social media.
Great. Did your mom see it?
Yeah, probably.
Oh God. She probably think I'm an asshole. But I was like, but you should appreciate me for being honest, though.
It made me laugh.
Yeah, you should appreciate me.
Because I was like, I didn't even know I had done that until you called attention to me doing that.
Yeah, because I looked at it, right? I got on the phone and I was doing the scrolling thing, and I said, look at Tony. I was looking at it.
And it said, replay reel.
I looked at it, and then I seen the little sound thing at the corner, right? And I looked at it, I said, what the hell? And then
you commented no sound.
And then it said, replay. I said, this is dumbass. I said, he tried to post a photo, but it was a video.
You can look at a photo of me for a limited amount of time. If you want to do it again, you got to give me another view.
I said, what a douchebag. I said, this guy is something else, man.
That's how you get monetized.
Yeah.
Because they want to see how many views you can get. It's just a fucking video of a photo.
You're still a douchebag. But I'm about to watch the NASCAR race, man. You said I got a racing hat on, man.
No,
yeah.
Left turn.
Oh, yeah. So, this has been a fun episode, man. I feel like hopefully this could help out somebody, man, that watches it, man.
Yeah.
Like once we start doing the little short clips and stuff, man. Because you got an interesting life, man. I ain't really done that much traveling in my life, buddy.
No, I've done over 60 countries.
Yeah, I'm only, I've only done a few states, actually.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I think I can count on about
I've done
one hand.
60 countries and probably like 20 plus states.
Oh, wow. I'm about to get my state count up, though, this year.
Better.
Because I'm going to Oklahoma here soon, so.
Oh, yeah. Was it Missouri or Oklahoma?
Both.
Both.
Okay. Both. So I'm about to go to Missouri. When is this going to air? Oh, yeah. So next month, May. And then Oklahoma, I'm going there. I'm going to try to make that trip probably in October.
Who are you going with to Oklahoma?
So a guy actually found me on TikTok.
Oh snap!
Yeah, found me on TikTok. We've been talking. I got some.
He's gonna wear your skin.
Huh?
He's gonna wear your skin.
Nah, I hope not.
That'd be weird. You come back with your skin.
But I got some stuff like planning that I'm not gonna release yet. But
oh wow, okay.
Yeah, I got some stuff I'm trying to brew up. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
You don't want to jinx it.
I'm not gonna let. Yeah, I don't want to jinx. I don't want to let nobody know because then if it don't happen, if something go wrong with it, then I don't
laugh at you.
Yeah, so it's under wraps. But right now it's going pretty good though. It's going pretty good. So I got some good stuff coming up. So I'm gonna get my steak count up, man.
All right.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, if anybody out there, like I said, man, if you need any help, man, if you're going through anything, find somebody to talk to. Like he said, get an outlet. I don't want to open this up to a therapy session with me at least. So if you want to talk to Tony about it, ordinaryblackspodcast@gmail.com, right?
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Send him an email, but make sure you put Tony up on there. Don't say, hey, Ordinary Blacks. Put Tony, direct it to him. I'm not an asshole. I just don't want to, I don't want to say the wrong thing. That's all.
Yeah, we're always there to help. We're always there to talk.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So that's been this episode of Ordinary Blacks Podcast. Let me ask you this, man. Are you going to be back next week?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I'll try.
Okay. I hope so. Because if not,
Jarrell.
It's
Jarrell's on speed dial.
Yeah. Don't you know I had somebody else ask me, they was, oh man, why didn't you ask me to be on the podcast? I said, I'm not going to call him out.
Call him out.
No, I'm not going to do that. He's my friend. He's a best friend, actually. So, he actually had a good show last night, too. If that tells you anything. So, that's been this episode of Ordinary Blacks Podcast. My name is Earl Buck.
My name's Tony Kadian.
I see you over there looking. You like, what the hell is they doing? Well, buddy, if you stop posting videos, pictures, then maybe you'll find out. Maybe. That's been this episode. We'll see you next week.
See ya.